Hello everybody, this is Kevin here from Happy Beard Games, your source for classic gaming goodness, and today we are playing Final Fantasy XI. This is episode 8 of my Red Mage gameplay. So let's switch over to the Red Mage and log in. Not too much to say, but in the last episode, episode 7, we pretty much got the trust system out of the way. I explained what trusts were directly with the gameplay showing what that was. And we got not just one, not just two, but 3 trust characters, which is the max I can use at a time. So without further ado, let's start up Final Fantasy XI Online. Yeah. Alright everybody, let me go check a few things and then we'll get started. I want to check my status. I already know, like, before you go out on an adventure, the things that you want to check is your health, because the health doesn't always go up automatically in this game. To heal in this game, you have to either use a potion, a recovery item, a curing magic, or you can click the stick, first, like the movement stick, you can click it down, and you can do this thing called rest. So when I'm resting, my health will go up, but I don't need to do that right now. But that's just for your information, that's how you heal in this game, and you're going to be doing that a lot, especially when you're a solo player. Unless you have a trust that uses white magic, which is really handy. I think my second trust will be White Mage, or at least that's what it was in the Windurst area. It was really handy to have a trust that, well actually that was the first one in the Windurst area. But it's really handy to have a trust that can cast curing magic on yourself, and I don't know if any of mine can do that currently. Alright, so I want to check my status once again. I am really close to level 8, same as the last 2 episodes. A level 8 Red Mage, I mean level 9 by the way. But we're going to be leveling up to level 10 before we even start the mission, or even begin to start heading toward the mission. So we're going to kind of walk our way down, and I'll show you where that is on the map. So this is Sandoria right up there. We are at the gate right here, so we're right there. The little flashing red dot if you can't see it. And we are going down here. I believe this area here is where we're headed, King Ranpair's tomb. And this is part of our mission, so I'll show you what that mission description is really quick. The mission description, you go to missions on your main menu. You go to nations, because it's a nation mission, it's not an expansion mission. And you go to current, not completed, so we're doing bat hunt. Mission orders are exterminate bats from King Ranpair's tomb and bring back proof of your deeds. Now I've done this mission before a numerous amount of times, but you'd really only need to do it once per character, so I've done it on another character recently. And what you need to do is you have to go to King Ranpair's tomb, of course, which is where I showed you on the map, I think. I could be wrong, but we'll find out together. And then you have to kill bats. Now the bats only show up at nighttime, so depending on when we get there, then we'll have to estimate when it's nighttime or daytime. And those bats we have to kill until we get an orcish item. Basically you find traces of an orc on this bat. So, and then we bring that back, and that's how you complete the mission. So let's go do that. First things first. We're going to summon all of my trust buddies, so we got X and Mile here. Just like at the end of the last episode, I'm summoning my trust. And then I'm going to get the Moogle. Alright, so we got that guy, got the Moogle, got the Mogster going on down there, and then we've got Avenzio, the Gubu, so we'll summon that guy out too. We should have a much easier time now. Things that I want to keep in mind for the future, and things that I want to point out right now, you don't learn magic by leveling up, you learn it by acquiring scrolls. So the next thing I want to do when I go back to town after this mission is probably, aside from getting armor, but more importantly, I want to get some magic spells, because I'm a red mage, I use magic in addition to attacking with my sword, which I'll have a new sword once I level up, so let's just get on with it. But I just want to show you that I only have one magic spell right now, and it's Dia, which is a damage over time ability. So let's head down. Now, I think I know where I'm going. I'm going to set auto run on, and auto run is actually the L2 button on the PlayStation controller, or a controller in general. So we're just heading down, so we're going to need to go on this road here actually. So I'm not going to fight any of these enemies over here, and the reason for that is if you go and check them, they'll say they're too weak to be worthwhile, and that won't give you any experience points. Now, in addition, I do have this thing up here at the top. It says EXP. You are receiving a bonus to the amount of experience points earned. Now, what I What that means is I'm using my EXP ring, which gives me a huge bonus to experience points earned. So that'll help me out a lot. I think, well, let's just check real quick. Go to my equipment. I'll keep it on auto run though. So we are using the chariot band. It increases it by 75%. Yeah, I have other XP rings too, which I've showed in a previous episode, so those will all help you out. Oh, which reminds me of one important thing that I totally forgot I was going to do, and that is really important, guys. Really important. It'll help me out with the XP. You go to quests on your menu, and there's a thing called Records of Eminence right here. See, these two up here are actually just normal quests, but you have a thing called Records of Eminence. Let me just check if there's any orcs around me. Oh, that Goobboo scared me. There's an orc over there, so I kind of want to stay over here just in case that orc can get me, but I'll keep an eye on him. So what we got here is you've got current, and you don't have anything. That's basically like where you keep your on track of what your missions are. Let's go to the objective list, and you can basically, what Records of Eminence is a whole bunch of custom quests you can do. They're not really custom, like you can't make them your own, but you have these objective lists, and then you start out with only a few, but you unlock more as you go along. So tutorial, basics, first step forward, speak to one of the Record of Eminence guides. Oh, you know, I might actually have to start this before I have to do a quest before I can actually do these. Let's head back to town. I'll just skip the video forward for you. We'll head back to town to talk to this guy, and then we'll make it right back out here. I forgot you actually have to do a quest to begin Record of Eminence. For some reason, it's been so long on my main that I forgot that you have to do a quest to even allow you to use them. Let's go back to quests, go to current, first step forward. He is in southern Sandoria G10, and that's where we're at right now, so I have to find G10 on the map. We might actually be really close to that. There's 10 right there, so this is how you do it. You find the 10, you go over. It's like a battleship, and then the G is right there. So he's at that crystal right there, so we're going to take another crystal and teleport to him. I know it's a short distance, but you know, with the load times, it might actually be quicker just to run. Yeah, let's just run it, because I mean, you gotta go through the menu and then you gotta load, and it's not that far away. But it's just on the other gate. We're gonna run by this auction house here. Remember, the characters with white text in their name are players, and the characters with green text are the NPCs. So let's go in here and talk to Rolandien. You know, I can't really pronounce the names right, so I apologize about that again. I could have sworn I've done this before, but let's talk to him. You might actually have to start the Eminence before you can talk to him, so that's probably why it didn't activate. Okay, we got a little cutscene here with some text, I'm assuming. I will pick it up. I wonder what happens if you choose the second option. Probably tells you to pick it up anyways. How will I ever be able to show my beautiful yet shamed face to my superiors again? Dude, that character looks almost exactly like my character, and that's really awkward. Oh my, what a stunning coincidence. I had long given up hope of bumping into someone who satisfied that tall list of requirements. You would not happen to be knowledgeable about the subject of Records of Eminence, would you? Of course. Splendid, then you have saved both me from losing any more of my time and you from a long-winded explanation. Oh good. Don't need that, because I can explain it to you guys, and most of it I already have. As you know, you have cleared this first objective with flying colors. In honor of your accomplishment, I would like to present you with a memorandum. It's this little creepy doll guy that you don't really see too much of, but he's there. And he'll basically, like, keep your records. It slinks up from nowhere like an assassin and stares with such a creepy intensity that you cannot help but think how adorable it is. Do you think it's listening? Each time you clear an objective, the details are recorded within the frame of this eerie doll. On a brighter note, you also receive a quantified measure of your eminence termed sparks. Yes, you get other points besides experience points. Oh, of course. I as well cannot stand how that doll stares daggers into the depths of my soul. At least its inventor was magnanimous enough to bestow upon it, or to bestow it with this special function. That's so creepy. Amazing, is it not? I hear it is all attributable to an astral patina. Sadly, I do not understand much more about it than that. What I do know is that your recipe for success is set to your objectives periodically. That way you can complete them while on your adventures and garner as many sparks as possible. Moreover, some objectives only appear if you complete a certain amount of others. There's always a chance that you will be surprised when you check. In the event that you have forgotten how to set objectives, go to the objective list under the Record of Eminence section in the Quests menu. From there you simply pick the most suited to your current undertakings, and you can have 30 of them at a time. I suggest partaking in a variety of objectives, including ones that may be repeated. Then when you accrue a sufficient amount of eminence, come to me or one of my friends. We may have a reward stockpiled and ready to enter your veteran hands. In summation, with benefits more inflated than even the Royal Guard's sense of self-worth and absolutely no downside, why would you not give this a shot? Oh, and as that memorandum is irrevocably bounded to you, there is no need to return it. All we can do with it is throw it to the Wendigos if you don't keep it. Invisible eyes upon you cause the hairs on the back of your neck to rise. The memorandum nods in agreement. Okay, so now we got the Records of Eminence set up. And the cool thing about it is not only does it track your sort of like achievements in a way, but you get experience and other sort of credits from it. So you get lots of rewards from it. You can even get items that will be transferred to you automatically once you complete those Records of Eminence. So they're sort of like quests, but they're sort of like achievements, but they do give you experience points. And whereas quests usually don't give you experience points, so they're pretty cool. Very handy and will help you level up a lot. Now there's one thing that I want to tell you about it, and that was sometimes you've already done some, and you just because you haven't checked them off on your list, you can turn some in already. So let's go to objective list. Now they're all here. Tutorial basics. First step forward, we completed it. So I think I might have leveled up already. Let's check. Because I remember I was really close to leveling. Oh no, we're 10 points away from leveling, which is incredibly small. That's really weird. But yeah, okay, so we're gonna level up for sure, only one fight. Let's head our way back out to the gate. And back to Eastern Run Fair. So we're kind of running low on time here, guys, so I'm going to keep this as a short episode. But before we quit, I'm actually going to show you how to complete a few of these Records of Eminence, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them so they'll make a little more sense. I don't know how well they make sense to you guys, but for now, I just want to show you if there's any of them I can complete, and if there's any of them that I need to set, because I don't want to forget. So let's go back to the quest menu and go to objective list once again. Now you see all these, there's actually one called achievements. So here's one that's pretty simple. Once I reach level 30 as a red mage, I'm going to go ahead and set this objective. I will get, see, it tells you what you get. So you get 100 sparks and then 500 EXP. The sparks you can use to get, I believe you can use them to get items and equipment. Mostly equipment for me, because that's what I usually choose. Fame is an important one too, but that's what you get from becoming, well, more famous in town. You have to talk to lots of NPCs and do little quests and stuff. Other is a daily objective, so vanquish multiple enemies. We can do that. It's not repeatable, but it does increase, so there'll be one where you have to do even more enemies. So we have 30 enemies, we'll get that. There's a buff allies. We're not going to do that because we're in a party. Heal for 500 plus HP. We're not going to do that yet. When we go to content, you want to check every category. Unlocking treasure chests and coffers is kind of cool. These are just the ones with keys, not the ones that enemies drop. So I might add that one later. Here's one. Total monsters vanquished. Here's one for killing 100, but I think that's just in monstrosity, so it's something else. I'll leave those blank for now, or I don't need them right now. Harvesting, I'm not doing harvesting currently. Fishing, I'm not doing fishing. So we'll go back to tutorial. So some of these I'm not going to do. Heal without using magic. That's the / heal, what I mentioned before, where you crouch down. You can also just do it by clicking the left thumbstick, I believe. And then you've got vanquish one enemy, which is incredibly simple. We'll set that one as well. Stepping into ambuscade. We're not going to do that quite yet. Call forth an alter ego, which I know how to do that. We can do that right now. but we'll probably do that at the start of the next episode because it's just more, it makes more sense. And then we've got synthesis. We're not doing that yet. Quests, Moghouse, exit. That one we might do a little bit later. These are actually quests, so you get an extra bonus for doing these specific quests. Some of them are like obtaining jobs. I've done that on my other character before. Obtaining a chocobo license, we'll be doing that later on, maybe around level 30, once we make it to Juno. Once again, guys, I don't know if I ever mentioned this actually, but getting Juno is a lot easier than it used to be, so we'll be getting there eventually. Attain an alter ego in Sandoria, so we can do that one. That one we've already completed, so see, it automatically does it because we've done it before. So we got 500 XP, so we're now level 9. You can see that down there. And 300 sparks of Eminence, so we got a total of 600 sparks, which is pretty cool. That tells you your total. Obtain a support job. That's another one we'll be getting later on, the support job quest. So we got artifact quests, level cap increase, so we'll be doing those limit breaks later on. Those are actually really tough. They take quite a lot of time and patience. Inventory expansion quests, those are pretty easy later on. Missions, these are for the expansions, and then the first mission we can do that too, so we've already done that. So it will give me that right away. Now, there's some that it won't give you right away, like if you're doing one where you have to kill a bunch of monsters, it won't keep track of your previous monsters that you killed, so you won't get points for that. But some of them, like the missions that are unrepeatable, or at least you've already done them and they're like set in stone basically, you can turn those in after on the Record of Eminence menu. So we just got 500 more experience, and we also got a bonus, Fire Crystal. So sometimes, once again, like I mentioned before, you can get items, and those will be transferred to your inventory. I don't know if there's really anything else that I would want to set up on this objective list currently. So we pretty much set up everything for now. Most of it, to recap, we have 6 current. We have physical damage kills, which will be easy. We're reaching level 30, which will take a while, but it'll be there eventually because we're a red mage. We're already level 9. Vanquish multiple enemies. That's going to be easy. Heal once without using magic. I could probably do that, but I think I need to get hurt first. Vanquish one enemy, very simple, and call forth an alter ego, which we'll be doing soon. Now, there's one thing that I want to do before we end, just for my own sanity, and I don't forget this. I'm going to equip my sword. So now I have a sword, and that's what it looks like. A lot bigger than the dagger. It looks pretty basic, though. Eventually, you do get some cool swords. Not like super amazing, but you get some cool items in this game. Okay, guys, that's about it for this episode of Happy Beard Games playing Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So I'm sorry we still didn't get to the mission. We will definitely get to it next time, because I can't think of anything else that I have left in the way. So we completed what I needed to do to set out for the mission. We completed in the last episode how to get trust, and on this episode we showed Records of Eminence. So that's pretty much all I had to do to set this up. And we're good to go. We're gonna get a lot of XP really fast. And yeah. Alright, guys, that's about it. Until next time, I'll see you then. Thank you all for watching. If you want to support my channel, the best thing you can do is probably share it on social media. You can subscribe to me on YouTube. It'll help you get more videos, and then you'll be able to see them right away if you want to. And then you can leave a comment, and then I will actually incorporate what you're saying into the next episode. So I know I got a comment on one that I uploaded yesterday. Now, I can't get to everyone's comment right away because of the delay between me uploading and recording. It's a little different. So I'll try to get to the most recent comments that I have on my videos, and I'm going to address those right now. The only 2 comments that I saw for the last upload were, one was about the Final Fantasy XI mobile game, which is a strange remake that Square Enix is working on for mobile. It's not quite the same as this game, but it's based on this game. And I don't know too much about it. You might be able to find more information on the Square Enix Final Fantasy XI blog. They have a blog or a forum on their official Final Fantasy XI website. I don't really know too much about that. Someone asked if anyone knew about that. I don't know any more than the guy said in the comment. I have seen a picture of it. I don't know anything else about it. I think it's pretty much in development. And then another comment said you can, when you're in the auction house, you can sort by level. So when I was looking at the auction house a couple of episodes ago buying my sword that I have currently equipped, I couldn't find it, so that's why I didn't buy anything in the auction house, but I totally forgot that you can sort the auction house inventory, so yeah, thanks for that, and thanks for the other comments. So yeah, your comments do matter, so keep on leaving comments. Alright guys, thanks for watching once again. Until next time, Happy Beard Games, I'll see you then. Happy Beard Games, out.